JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, during robbery, taxi driver told to get out of vehicle and run. An elderly taxi driver was told to get out of his vehicle and run when he was ambushed and had his taxi stolen along the Milford Road in Ocherius Wednesday night. The 60-year-old driver had picked up 3 men at different locations when, about 8 p.m., one of the passengers requested a stop. Reports are that the driver stopped the vehicle and one of the passengers told him to get out of the car and run. He complied and exited the vehicle. One of the passengers then went in the driver's seat and drove off the vehicle in the direction of Parry Town. The police are investigating. Clarendon woman fined for stealing water. 2 people were fined on Thursday, April 30, after they pled guilty to charges brought against them for illegally taking water and trespassing on the works of the National Water Commission, NWC, in the Maypen Parish Court. They are Verona Aaron of Water Lane and Stephanie Hill of Top Hill, both in Clarendon. According to the NWC, Aaron was fined a sum of $80,000 or imprisonment of up to 3 months, while Hill was fined $50,000 or 2 months imprisonment. The commission said both individuals were previously prosecuted by a Revenue Recovery Field Officer, Dean White, who is assigned to the company's Maypen branch. Since December of last year, the NWC said it has stepped up its disconnection and revenue recovery efforts island-wide. It noted that each week, several communities are targeted for disconnection and regularizations, during which individuals found tampering with the works of the entity are prosecuted. The National Water Commission further urged individuals to desist from connecting illegally to its network and ask the public to report any suspicion of illegal connections to the police or any of its offices toll-free at 888-225-5692. Windscreen wiper shot by man on bike. A windscreen wiper who works at the Chesterfield Marcus Garvey Drive stoplight was shot and injured by a man on a motorcycle Thursday. Reports are that about 1 p.m., the 32-year-old was at the location when 2 men on a motorcycle approached him and one fired at him, hitting him in the chest and back. He was taken to hospital and admitted. The police are investigating. Stone throwing incident lands woman in hot water. A woman pleaded guilty to assault, occasioning bodily harm, and stone throwing in a public place when she appeared in the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court on Thursday. The court heard that Latifah Gordon threw 2 stones, one of which hit the complainant in the left eye. Gordon pleaded guilty to the offenses but provided an explanation. "Your Honor, her brother fling a stone, so me just fling back one," she said. Chief Parish Judge Chester Crooks responded, seeking clarification. "Her brother flinging a stone? And you fling back a stone and it hit her? Was she flinging stones at you?" he asked. Gordon denied that the complainant threw stones at her. "She had nothing to do with you. So you're saying you hit her by accident?" Crooks asked. "Yes, Your Honor," Gordon said. "Well, in law, we call that transferred malice," he said. The complainant said that she had to seek medical attention at a private medical facility as a result of the injury. She said that the nerves in her eye have been damaged, resulting in $55,000 in medical bills. Judge Crooks asked Gordon if she had carried money to court to compensate for damages, to which she said she had $50,000 in her possession. The complainant added that she has an upcoming doctor's appointment to seek to ease the pressure she's feeling in her left eye. She explained to the judge that she has not been able to see properly since the incident. "Miss Gordon, I'm going to make a note that the money is a down payment. So I'm going to put another date where both of you come back. And if there are additional expenses, please let me know. So it is possible they'll have to pay more money," the judge said. He advised Gordon to walk with at least $50,000 when she returns to court on June 8 for sentencing. Charles Jr. underscores government's commitment to address squatting. The government will continue creating policies and solutions to address the issue of squatting in the country. This is according to Minister of Housing, Urban Renewal, Environment and Climate Change, Colonel Charles Jr., who was speaking in the sectoral debate in the House of Representatives on Tuesday, May 4. While making his contribution, Charles Jr. said that the perpetuation of informal settlements is one of the greatest challenges that we have in the country. According to the minister, 20% or more of Jamaica's settlements are unplanned. If squatting distances the residents in those communities from governance, it creates barriers to policing and barriers to the intervention of social services, and that is why we will be focusing our attention on addressing the issue of the informal settlements and squatting across the country, he said. Noting the squatter management policy which is in place, Charles Jr. said the policy will provide a strategic direction for addressing squatting with the aim of cauterizing the practice and fostering orderly development of land resources. It will provide the enabling framework within which the government can realize its wider goal of access to affordable, safe and legal housing solutions for all Jamaicans, the minister said. Mackenzie announces special concession for Mother's Day. Minister of Local Government and Rural Development Desmond Mackenzie has announced that florists, gift shops and pharmacies will be allowed to operate for 2 hours beyond this coming Sunday's 2 p.m. curfew. Only persons employed to those businesses will be allowed to be at their workplace or make deliveries to customers during the hours of 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. on Sunday, May 9, 2021, to facilitate the creation or making of and the delivery of gifts celebrating Mother's Day. Customers will not be allowed to be served at the business premises. We recognize that this year, the traditional gatherings and other expressions of love and appreciation for our mothers will not be possible, and so the government wanted to do something practical to acknowledge the blessing of the family on this most special of days in Jamaica and indeed across the world. Though the management of COVID-19 continues to require the observance of the public health measures, including curfews, the government at the same time recognizes the very special emotional place that Mother's Day has in the hearts of our people, as a mark of respect and appreciation for all our nation's women. I want to emphasize that this 2-hour extension is exclusively for these entities and the persons to help to spread joy on Mother's Day. Members of the public are to be off the streets at 2 p.m. on Sunday, as required by the Disaster Risk Management Order. 2 COVID deaths, including 9-year-old, 160 new cases. The country recorded 160 new COVID-19 cases and 2 deaths yesterday, bringing the total number of confirmed cases to 46,588, with 23,294 active, and the death toll to 803. The deaths were of a 9-year-old girl from St. Elizabeth and a 68-year-old woman from Westmoreland. No other details were provided. The new cases were recorded in Clarendon, 2, Hanover, 4, Kingston and St. Andrew, 37, Manchester, 5, Portland and Westmoreland, 11 each, St. Anne, 16, St. Catherine, 43, St. Elizabeth and St. Mary, 8 each, St. James, 7, and St. Thomas and Trelawney, 4 each. The new cases range in age from 2 to 87 years, and the gender breakdown is 92 females and 68 males. A total 1,618 tests were conducted. At the same time, there were 130 recoveries for a total of 22,148. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.